Oh, I've been coming on live, but I just wanted to say, you know, I hope everyone have a wonderful night and thank you guys for coming into my live tonight. But guys, don't you think the lottery is a scam? Like the Powerball, I know it's from all over the US. The Powerball is $1 billion, but really, whoever wins the $1 billion is gonna be like so shocked. Like, say a normal person like me win $1 billion, I would be like out of my mind, like shocked, crazy, like going crazy. So probably, faint or something. I don't know, but it would be odd for me to win $1 billion. But like if I win it, I'll take that, right? But the Powerball is a scam because every day people buy the Powerball ticket and no one can win this $1 billion. It's like it keeps going up and up and up and no one is winning this $1 billion. So I don't understand the lottery. It's like who really gets this money? Like people are paying into the lottery and nobody's winning the $1 billion, it's all a scam and it's all a lie, guys. So don't fall for the okey doke. Like they would say, do not fall for the okey doke. The lottery is a scam and they just want to take your money. Right. Because remember when they had the $1 trillion lottery and someone won the person they're saying didn't claim the ticket, who would like not claim their ticket for the $1 trillion lottery? You know, for the Powerball, who would not claim their ticket? That makes no sense at all. That someone would waste their time to go buy a ticket to not claim it if they won. But that's just how it is. People are really, don't fall for the okey doke when it comes to the lottery because they just want to take people money. And I don't think anyone will, we'll see if anyone wins that Powerball. You know, I know I bought one ticket, so hopefully I'll win, but I'll probably faint if I'm the $1 billion winner. I'm just saying. So I hope everyone is having like a wonderful night. The holidays are almost here. Like we're right there. I would say we're less than a week away from the holidays. I hope you guys are prepared. I am not, I haven't bought any gifts. So, hi, Cheesy. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful night. Where are you located? Do you buy the lotto? I'm talking about the Powerball, like how it's a scam and people keep buying into the Powerball and how come no one is winning the $1 billion prize? What's happening? It's they just want people money and who gets all that money? Who gets it? There people are just paying into the Powerball and then no one is winning. So what happens to the money that no one is winning? Where does it go? Because they're playing into the lottery and then the money sits. I'm not understanding. So it just keeps going up and up. People are buying and it just keeps going up and up. It's very interesting how people get scammed right in front of their faces. The lottery is definitely a scam, but people are willing to be scammed. Oh my God. So the company gets the money if no one wins? I did not know that because I don't know much about it, but it's up to like $1 billion. And what does a typical who needs $1 billion, guys? Of course, if someone wins it, they're gonna donate it, but does a typical person need $1 billion? Why would anyone have, what would you do with a billion? You would probably fix the world with $1 billion, like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos, you know? But a regular person, what would they do with $1 billion, you know? You don't need $1 billion to survive on an everyday basis. You don't. That's just very excessive. Oh, 40 boom, you need it. What would you do with it? Yeah, yeah, yep. I would definitely, if I have a billion, I would help out our community, help out, build community to help black people. Yep, help black kids, single moms, probably. Help Jamaica. Yes, you're Jamaican, Rockford TV. But we'll see if anyone wins this $1 billion Powerball because it's been going on and on and on, and no one is winning. Yes, I'm Jamaican too, Rockford. What part are you from? So nobody is winning this Powerball. Right. Start business and do the right thing because there's so many stories of people who win the lottery. They win $1 million and they just lose it all because of bad money management. But that's what I'm saying. The normal person who gets these type of money, this magnitude of money, they don't know what to do. No, I'm not from Kingston. Really, in 2022, did they claim the prize? How much was it? That was a long time ago. Wow. 3 years ago. Wow. How much did they win? No, big up. I'm not from Kingston. I am from the country, Manchester. Oh, we're the same Rockford TV. You live in Canada, but I live in the US. Wow, cheesy. I didn't know that. See, I don't keep track of the Powerball, but in 2022, that's really crazy. I wonder where are they now? I wonder if they're doing where are they now of the people who won the Powerball. Hi, Debbie McFadden. Thank you. Guys, don't forget to like my live when you come in. But okay, you're in the States part time. But I wonder where is that person who won the Powerball in 2022? I am in the United States of America. I'm in the US, guys, but we're talking about how the lottery and the Powerball is a scam. But oh, they live in California now. California is very expensive. So, 2 billion will do well in California because the cost of living in California is astronomical. Like a regular $1 million home in California is like, if you come to my state, it's like you look at the $1 million homes, they're so small, they're like ranch houses and they're $1 million. So yeah, all the billionaires, not all of them, but celebrities and a lot of rich people live in California. So being a billionaire in California is, I guess, good, but yes, that's still a lot of money. Living in the States is not cheap, but it doesn't cost $1 billion. Um, 900 million. Wow. I wonder where they are now. Oh no, I would not come to Canada because Canada is too cold and I don't like the cold. Wow, 900 million. Now, I would love to get the 900 million because I would help communities. I would help youths. I would help build up communities. You know, I definitely would do that, but I still feel the lottery is a scam, but good for them. Good for them. But whenever the Powerball is playing, I always make sure I get about one or two tickets, you know. But you have what, one in a trillion chance to win the Powerball? -22 in Canada. No, I'm sorry. It's too cold. It wasn't that cold today, about 32 degrees. Rockford TV, you live in Kingston, right? I don't want to speak Jamaican on here because I don't speak it well anymore. I've lost my touch, which is really bad. I cannot speak it on here because I don't speak it on a regular basis, but I can speak it, but I don't want to speak it on here. I'm so sorry. Patois, I cannot. Mm-mm. But do you guys play the lottery for the people in the US? But I know Jamaicans have the lottery system too. They have a lottery system, right? They do. Thank you so much, Bright Tower. But I guess for the lottery, we just have to manifest it. Maybe we'll win someday and we'll see, right? We can manifest winning the lottery. But $900 million. I would love to research where that person is now because sometimes when I watch people who win really big money in the lottery, it's like some of them just blow it away big time. They don't have good money management. So the best thing to do when if you win the lottery is just to get an accountant, you know? Get a good team of finance people to me play day. Oh my God. Oh my goodness, you're speaking patois. Okay. Did you win the day lotto? Oh my goodness. Yes, that's your patois. Did you win the lotto? Okay. So you lived in Ochi and moved to Kingston. Both those places are so hot for me. Where I'm from in Jamaica, it's not that hot like in Kingston and Ochi. Like we could get a cool breeze at night, but there's no breeze in Kingston or Ochi. Why is that? It's just such a shock for me because I am from Manchester, so it gets chilly at night. We get cool breeze like they call it. But whenever I go to Ocho Rios or to Kingston, it's humid and hot. I can't even sleep at night. So I can, but I love it. I do love it. I'm not complaining. I love the heat, but I'm just saying in Manchester we get a cool breeze at night. So that's your patois. So guys, don't you think it's funny that most of the people who win the lottery just lose it all? They lose it all. I was watching some stories about that. Very cute. Thank you. I was watching some stories about that people who they win it really big and they lose it all, which is really funny. It's like how can you gain that much and just lose it, you know? But I guess if you're a gambler, it makes sense. You're probably going to lose it all because you gamble your money. But you do have to be careful when you win the lotto because um a lot of people will come after you or come to you for money. I would go anonymous, you know? I would go anonymous. I would not let anyone know that I won the lotto, you know? My family would know, like my mom and dad. But one person knowing something, everybody will know it. Now, Rockford, you hear my accent, right? So I still have a Jamaican accent even though I came here very young, I still have my accent. So you're helping. You know, I help people too. Like if people need help, I help. But winning the lottery is on a different level of helping. And you know, guys, there's a lot of millionaires around. There's a lot of people with $1 million that are not flashy. You'll be surprised. You know, there's so many people with $1 million that are actually from their job. You guys will be surprised. But they don't flash, so you don't know. In America, it's very diverse. It's just to me, it's strange how the what the economic pool. I know I'm probably saying the wrong. It's like it's so far. Like how can you have homeless and then people making millions of dollars per year? It doesn't make sense to me. You can't trust anyone at all. Anyone. And give me a minute, guys. I need water because I'm just talking and my throat is so dry. So, 1 second. Give me 1 minute. No, I don't think my family will turn on me. Not my immediate family, not my mom and dad and my sisters and brothers. They're not like that. So I don't think they'll turn, but who knows? You never know when you have that magnitude of money, but I don't think so. I know a lot of professionals who they make money, you know. That's why I'm saying we have normal millionaires amongst us. So to win the lottery and be a billionaire and have like see $1 million in your account, it would be cool. Like I read that it's in my state you get like 690,000 after taxes, but you never know, you know, when you have that much money at cash at hand, people will be going at you. They're mad at like we don't have money now and they're mad at you for going to work every day. Not family, but you know, some people get jealous over people who are not millionaires because they have a regular job every day. It just doesn't make sense. They envy you because you work every day. Yes, Godspeed. If you won $1 million, don't forget me, you know? Don't forget me. The girl always chatting on live. Just send a donation. Send a donation, you know, so I could continue talking. Send a donation. Yeah, Rockford, if you help, then we can donate to you so that you can continue helping. You know, you can continue helping. So it's like, it's just, the lottery is just crazy to me. You know, you can play and play and play and not win. Like you said, you played the day numbers, but it's like an addiction. I think people do it for fun because you have what, 1 in a million chances to win. People do it for fun, like really. I think it's just a hobby now for some people because they know they're not going to win, you know? They know they're not going to win. Sorry, guys. Oh my goodness. So we'll see if anybody wins the Powerball tonight because it feels like they're stretching it out and out and out. They keep stretching the Powerball out. Like, come on. Just have someone win it, you know? Give it to someone. Yes, I'm Jamaican, but I don't live in Jamaica. I'm definitely Jamaican, but I've been Americanized because I've been in this country all my life. So I've been Americanized, but I love Jamaica. I love everything about being a Jamaican, I love the food. I love the island. I love the warmth, the weather. The people are so nice there. Don't listen to what people say on TV about Jamaica is the most dangerous island. It's not. It's not. There's danger everywhere. There's danger everywhere, but I go there and I feel safe. I have a ball there, you know. Hopefully next year I can make it there because I try to go every year. But I did not go in 2025. I don't know. I just got so busy. But, Jamaica is a great island. The people, they're nice. Yeah, you feel the vibes when you're there. It's just a different vibe. And the food is so good. It's like natural foods, you know. Now, I was speaking to someone and they said they're not going to eat seafood, you know, after the hurricane. I guess people got, lost their lives in the sea, but I'm like, that's really silly because you don't know what's in the sea anyways. Like someone said they won't eat seafood anymore. It was just so silly to me. But yeah, the food in Jamaica is so good and I would love to go back. Hi, Cheesy. How are you? How is cold Canada? Canada is good. There's a lot of Jamaicans in Canada. I have you saw alligator in Jamaica? I've never seen an alligator in Jamaica, but I know they have like an excursion where you can go see the alligators. I think it's in Black River. It's in Black River or in St. Elizabeth. They have like an excursion, but I've seen alligators in Florida. I don't like alligators. I think we did go to did we went to the zoo. I don't know if there was an alligator at the zoo. I went to the zoo in Jamaica and they had exotic animals at the zoo. Like they had a lion. See? That's the Jamaican coming out. I said lion. A lion. Yeah, a lion. See, guys, after so many years, because my parents still speak patois, so it's like sometimes I get mixed up myself. I speak proper, I have the accent, so it comes out. You never really lose it when you were born there. But some people, I don't know. Some people hear my accent and some people don't. Do you guys hear the accent? Some people hear it and some people don't. I am not going to repeat that. It's my kids say that all the time. It's just a thing for the kids are going crazy. I don't know the true meaning of it, but that's what the kids are talking about. I don't pay attention. It's going to phase out next year. It will phase out next year, you know? Yes. Yeah, I think I have a little accent too, but some people sometimes they don't hear it. Like when I was in college, they would think I was African. They would think I was They would ask if I was from Africa because I always had the braids. So I guess to them, I was always asked, "Where are you from? Are you what part of Africa?" Because of I don't know. Really, that's what it means. So the kids are all saying it and they have no meaning about it. Yeah, it came from a song I thought at a game someone made a shot and something I saw something about it, but I don't pay attention because To me, it's just something that will phase out, that all the kids and everyone are saying. And eventually it will be gone, you know? Eventually it's going to be phased out. But it's quite interesting. All the kids, they say it, they talk about it, they do, you know. Yeah, so back to the lottery, guys, since that was the topic at hand. So for the lottery, um, I wonder who's gonna win the Powerball tonight, you know? If there's gonna be a winner. I don't know if it's out yet, but we'll see. You know? We'll see. We'll see, guys. So you guys can ask me anything, you know. Ask me anything. Sometimes I just, we have a topic and then I just talk all over the place. It's just crazy how all the kids are saying 6, 7. It's just crazy. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. So you're in Canada. What's the mean reset? All the kids are just, it's crazy when you have kids, when you grew up in the 90s and you have kids, um and then they're doing so much. Oh, you're kidding stuff. When you have kids and just the things that kids are doing now is just so different. It's like you have to keep up with the kids. It's crazy. Speaking of children, guys, what's up with these 11-year-old girls wearing lashes, like fake lashes? Now, my son, I can't even talk about them because they'll know it's me. They'll know who I'm talking about, so I can't even tell the story. Uh, I can't tell the story. Now, these kids are talking about they have exes and they're like 11 years old. It's so funny. My son is on the phone with his friend. He's like, oh, she's my ex at 11 years old. I'm like, boy, please. Okay. Okay. So but I haven't heard any of the jokes from from when we grew up. I haven't heard any of the jokes coming back out. StreamYard. Okay, so you live in, where do you live? Zunlichen? Zunlichen. Or Chin. Chin. Excuse me. What is StreamYard? I think a lot of the jokes from back then, I can't remember any of the jokes from back then that they're doing now. I know they're bringing on a lot of the fashion from back then, and everybody's dressing like in the 90s. What's StreamYard? I don't know what that is. Um, oh, I love bun and cheese. I love bun and cheese. Oh, so it allows you guys to come on to chat with me, or you guys can chat, like add someone else can talk like a group chat. I need to add that so you guys can talk with me, you know? I can see some people's faces instead of just me chatting by myself. I will look into that, but no, I don't have it yet. Okay, so I will look into it. I know there's an option here, but I don't think I selected it, but I'll look into it. My chat, I don't know. Okay. My favorite food is jerk chicken. I like jerk chicken. Oh my gosh, I love jerk chicken. I love stewed chicken. I love curry chicken. I love oxtail. I don't eat curry goat anymore because I was in Jamaica one time and I heard the goat cry while he was, or he or she was dying. And so since that day, I just have not eaten curry goat anymore. I just keep thinking of the goat losing its life, you know, but people said they hear it all the time and they eat curry goat, but I cannot eat curry goat anymore. I just can't. Okay, cheesy. Okay. I'm trying to follow you, cheesy. It be okay. What about the dogs? What about the dogs? Zuni Chin. I just can't eat curry goat anymore because of what happened. And know a friend who's Jamaican who heard the same story. She said she used to have pet goats and then they killed her goat. And then since then, she haven't been able to eat curry goat. Oh, the dog get the goats. You sure Jamaican dog get the goat? Guys, you know, I was watching, like, speaking of goats and dogs. Now, during the Hurricane Melissa, they said a bunch of Jamaican dogs got adopted and brought to America. And I had to laugh because you guys know Jamaican dogs, right? They just roam around and they come to your house for food and you give them the food. So in my mind, I'm wondering how will those dogs function in the U.S. because they're like roaming street dogs. How will they tame them? A Jamaican dog is kind of like a Jamaican man. That's funny. How will they tame those dogs? Or it was the funniest thing. I almost I, like how did they adapt Jamaican dogs, guys? You know that Jamaican dogs are like free. They roam from house to house to house. And I'm sorry, Jamaican men. I didn't mean to say that. How would they tame the dogs? Aren't you guys curious about that? How would they tame Jamaican dogs? Because Jamaican dogs don't stay in house. Like they roam from house to house and they get food everywhere. Oh, you stole the dogs from their mom. I know, like my grandmother had ew, my grandmother had dogs in her house, in her yard. So they had to get a gate because those dogs were like vicious. But the regular dogs in Jamaica just roamed around. So I'm really curious as to what dogs they adopted. Adopted. It's just so funny. It's just so funny. Oh, you gave the dog back? Yeah, some dogs are cute, but I don't know if I can have dogs. Mm-mm. After having kids, I cannot do that. I don't have time. It's too much maintenance, you know? I've never had goat bacon. Ugh. goat bacon. I don't eat goat anymore, so no. I don't eat goat anymore. I haven't had goat for like, I would think about what, 5 years now. I don't eat goat. Nope, I'll eat curry chicken, but not goat. But yeah, guys, the Jamaican dogs is just funny because they roam all over the place. They just go to a house, wait for food. You give them food. They go to the next house, get food. But they say the dogs in Jamaica, if you keep feeding them every day, they will stay home. They'll stay at your house. They won't keep roaming from house to house because if you feed them, they'll stay at your house. So when I came here and they had dogs in the house, I was surprised. But like I said, my grandmother always had dogs in her yard, but she was the only one in our district. Most people had the dogs roaming all over. But now everyone have dogs in the house in Jamaica. It's like they're so Americanized. They copy everything that Americans do. Yes, I always bring back snacks. I always bring back snacks. Right. I don't think dogs like being inside. That's why the owners have to keep walking outside because dogs don't like to be tamed and trapped on the inside. Yeah, I always bring back snacks from Jamaica. Like I always bring back, you guys know the drops, drops, and what's the white thing? The white thing with the coconut with the red on, is it gizzard or something? That is really good, but it's very sweet. I bring back the bun, the cheese, but I don't bring a lot of stuff back when I come anymore. I don't have time for that. It's just too much to bring back. I know people who they want to bring back the entire Jamaican food when they go to Jamaica. You can't do that. Just enjoy the food there, and when you go back again, you get. But they bring back every single thing. Oh my God. Yeah, you can't say that about dogs belonging outside because people will come for us. The Powerball is definitely a scam, Cheesy, if you want to go back to that topic. But I know we're we're talking about the Powerball, Jamaica. So Jamaica, the Powerball is a scam. Oh, those kids, they just want Roblox, being on Roblox. And it's so late. They need to go to bed. They need to go to bed. It's way past their bedtime. Guys, why kids don't like to sleep? They want to be up all night. Like your kids, go get your 14 hours of sleep. Like, what's up with kids nowadays? They want to be up. No, my kids don't stay up all night. So today's an exception because normally they're in bed already. But the Powerball definitely is a scam because it's been rolling $1 billion for so long. Right. Sleep is a punishment for them. I'm like, why are you guys so afraid to go to sleep? I don't know what they're playing, but you know what? The reason why he came to me is because there's a restriction on the phone. After a certain time, they cannot be on the phone. But tonight, I gave them a little bit of time. But after like 9 o'clock, I just shut everything down. You know, I shut their phones down. In Jamaica, have you ever done the prank that they play flower? No. Because I left Jamaica when I was 9 going on 10. I was very young, so I don't remember. I remember a little bit, well, a lot, but not that because I was a kid. Thank you, Cynthia. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I don't know what that means. King 3. Oh, you want to be, how do you do that? Put you on King 3, Cynthia. Someone already have it, Cynthia. Someone already have it. Rockforth. You know? You think I'm 41, cheesy? Honey, I'm 27 for life. I'm 27. You know, I am 27 for life. I have not done the flower game in Jamaica. That probably happened after, after I left. I'm Americanized, guys, but I do visit like once a year. And I feel like I want to visit the entire island, but I never get a chance to because you need to be there longer than 2 weeks or so, probably 3 months to get through the entire island, or probably a month. I don't know. That's my plan before I leave this planet to see every parish in Jamaica, you know? But I need to taste Jamaican food, so I'll be there next year. And when I'm there, I'll bring you guys on live with me when I'm there, okay? So I will definitely be in Jamaica next year. Definitely. I don't know when, but I will be. You know, you have to plan ahead for Jamaica because Jamaica is one of the more expensive island to go. I don't know why. Like to buy a plane ticket to Jamaica is so pricey. It's just ridiculous. But I guess Jamaica gets its money from tourism, so they have to do that. So, yes, I look young. Thank you. They say black don't crack. Black don't crack, and I'm not cracking, okay? I'm not cracking. Now, guys, you know how they're feeding, like they're saying we have to take, what's that thing? Collagen. They're just feeding it into our faces, and all the black people are taking collagen. But we didn't have to do that back in the days. So why in 2025 are they like pushing collagen in our faces? Black people didn't have to take collagen to look young. You should see my mom. Like, she looks like my sister, and she's like in her late 60s. And not that I look old, but she looks so young. So, why are they trying to feed collagen to black people? You know? Is it a scam or what? Like, why? Because we didn't need to take collagen before. Thank you, Cynthia. I appreciate it. That made my day. Guys, thank you, Cynthia. Now we're in a new day. Oh my God. I have a little sister. I don't want to talk about her on here. And she looks like my twin. My little sister, we're 8 years apart. She looked like my twin. Like everywhere I go, there, even my niece, like every time she sees me, she's like, "Oh, you look just like my mom." Like every single time she's around me, she's like, "You look just like my mom." And my kids will say, "Oh, you look just like my auntie." So we are we're 8 years apart, but we look like twins pretty much. She's a little bit taller than me. My sisters, I'm the shortest one in my family, guys. I'm 5'5". Everyone else is taller than me. Um, so yeah, my little sister is married. My other little, I'm the oldest girl, and she's like head, maybe because she's younger, because she's in her 30s, so she's head over heels in love. Like she's like that type of person, like head over heels. I'm not saying I'm not head over heels, but she's like the love that you read about in, like, she acts, or their relationship, I'm not saying it is, but that's how she acts. Like it's the love that you see in a fairy tale. Like she's just, I'm like, girl, I hope she, girl, I'm happy for you, sister. I love you, sister. If you see my live, I love you. Yeah, we're both, two of us are married, and then the other one is not. She was, but not anymore. But one of my sisters look like my twins, and one, I guess they say we look alike, but she doesn't look like the other two. Cause she's like lighter skin, and the other two are dark skin. It's just ridiculous. It's, yeah. Thank you. Yes, I think my younger sister have a very strong relationship. Like the how what she does. I like her relationship. I love her relationship. Like I tell you, she's head over heels. Like she has that young puppy love. But I am older, so I've been there, done that. So it's not the same. I we love, but we've been there. You know, when you're in your 40s, you know what love is. You've been there. You don't fall for the okey doke. You know? That's pretty much what I'm saying. I'm not the oldest child, but I'm the oldest girl. I have two older brothers. I'm not the oldest child, guys. I'm the oldest girl, so I act like the spoiled child because I was the first girl, you know. But my sisters, they act like they try to boss me around. It's just so funny. They try to boss me around. But yeah, my I love my two little sisters, but my sister, one of they're bossy. One of them is bossy. She acts like she's older than me. I was talking about in my life how she is like a defender. She defends me like I'm the younger one and she's the older one. But she's cool. I love my sisters. And I have friends that are like sisters too. So I'm definitely a girly girl that gets along with like girls. I get along with everyone. Can my relationship with my sisters be stronger? Yes, it can, because we have the tendency to debate a lot, and our debates can escalate. So we have those type of arguments sometimes. But me, yeah, I get along with my sisters, but just debating. But like I said, guys, I know when to walk away. I know until you have to learn how to walk away when you're talking to your sister, like having a debate. My mom get anxiety when her girls are together because her debates are like heated, like very heated. So yeah, what were we chatting about? Oh, you asked if my sisters were married. Yeah. Two are, one is married and one is not. Thank you, Cynthia. Am I ready for the holidays? No, I'm not. I have my tree set up and my house set up, but no, I'm not ready. How do you make live chat, Cynthia? You have to go on live. Cynthia, I feel like you are a spam because you keep typing the same thing. Uh, I'm not the oldest child. I have two older brothers. And I don't have an older sister, and that's what I always hope for. I wish I had an older sister, but I don't have an older sister, but I wish I had an older sister. But I have my best friend. She's not really older, but she's what I would say 9 months older than me. She's my best friend, and we've been friends for about 20 plus years. So to me, she's kind of like an older sister, and I have older cousins, and I'm very, very close to my mom. Why? Can you ask why what? Can you explain? Because sometimes I talk and you guys ask questions after. Like you take a long time to type the questions after. So why what are you asking why about? So if you clarify, I can answer for sure. For sure. Guys, I'm up late. You know why I'm up late, guys? Because I am done working for the rest of the year and I am free. I am free. So I can be on live. I can get up and go to bed whenever I want to. Of course, I have kids, so I can't really do that. Why do I want an older sister? Because I feel like an older sister sometimes could guide you, give you advice. You can't tell your mom everything and you can't ask your mom everything, even though I have a very close relationship with my mom and I call her and I talk to her all the time. But that's who I really excuse me, that's who I really get my advice from. But to have a sister, it's just so good to have someone there that you can talk to about other things than your parents. Just somebody who's there. Like if you're having problems in your like relationships or having problems with like your other sisters or so, like getting certain advice that you don't want to bring that to your parents. So I feel like if I had an older sister, that would be good. I could go to her and talk to her. But I do have friends, like my best friend, who we're very close. So we can talk about anything. My sisters, sometimes I don't talk to them about everything. If like when it comes to relationships, I don't try to bring that to my sisters because you never really want to bring, and if you have relationship issues or argument with your spouse, I don't bring it to my siblings because I don't want them to judge my spouse, okay? So that part I don't bring to siblings. My mom, on the other hand, yes, I would tell her because my mom does not judge. She just stay out of it. Guys, sorry about that. What is on my phone died, so Rob, you showed yourself in the back of the video. You know you were on the video? Really, Godspeed? Do you Oh, you said you live on the first floor. Hi, Robin. How are you? Is that Robin from Chicago? Is this Robin from Chicago? Hi, how are you, Robin? My phone died, so we have to find somewhere to charge it. Okay, let's see. Let's plug it in over her. Oh my God. Put you on king. I don't know what that means. My eyes is running. I need to take off my makeup. My God, I look terrible. Sorry, guys. Okay, so how are you guys tonight? Okay, I'm so sorry if you heard something you weren't supposed to hear. So, so when people live upstairs, out of all my sisters, who would you trust the most? Well, I have two sisters. Um, I would trust both of them, but to tell information to only one. You know, one of them, they don't release any information. You tell them, then nobody else will know. The other one, forget it. You tell her, everybody's gonna know. And when you argue, she's gonna let the whole world know your secret. So I'm not saying which sister, but they should know who, you know? But I love both my sisters. So one of my sisters told me that if we weren't sisters, then we would never be friends. And it's probably true because our personalities are so different that we probably would not be friends because of our personalities. It's just so different, you know? One of my sisters think I'm very bougie, which I'm not bougie. I don't think I'm bougie. I just like nice things, you know? That's all. I like things a certain way. I like my life a certain way. And I think most people don't understand that. When you want your life a certain way, thank you so much, Cynthia. When you want your life a certain way, a lot of people will not understand. And it's okay. Like, you have to live your life for you and not for anyone else. So people will judge your life based on how they perceived you. A lot of people leave you at when you were younger. They think you're going to be the same person from when you were younger, like in your family home. But no, life changed. You have different experiences. You meet different people. So you're going to change as you evolve in life. And so people need to understand that we're all will evolve as life evolves, and that's okay. No one stays the same. Life doesn't stay the same. Every minute, every moment is different, and it's okay. We're all getting older and wiser, right? Cheers to that. Cheers to the holidays. Excuse me. Cheers to a new year coming up. Just cheers to getting older, wiser, and expecting new things and better things in your life, you know? We all have to expect better and different things. You don't stay the same forever. You do not stay the same forever. Give me one moment. So you don't stay the same forever, okay, guys? Life change, you grow up, but sometimes the people from your childhood expect you to stay the same. And that's just not the case. You know, when I was a child, I didn't go through relationships ups and downs. So certain things that you go through in life, it will mold you and form you. So no one should be the same from when they were like younger to older, you know? And so that's my thing. So that's my thing where we will get older and things are going to change and evolve, and people must understand, accept that, and move on. A lot of people are stuck in their childhood. They're stuck at places that, you shouldn't be. You're supposed to grow up, you're supposed to grow older, and you're supposed to be wiser. You know how they say people are their their age, it goes forward, but their mentality is still kind of juvenile. And I feel very bad for those people because sometimes you have to change your surroundings. You have to change your environment. I have been since I was younger. So I migrated from Jamaica to the state that I live in now. But when I was 18, I moved from my state to another state, to college, and then I moved back. So doing certain things in your life, I'm not saying that you have to move states or have to move country, but certain things will evolve you, and certain people that you surround yourself with will make you different, make you better. So don't ever try to stay the same if it's like a bad situation. Like if you're from the ghetto, why would you try to stay in the ghetto or do ghetto things? You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to evolve, to want to become better and become wiser so that your life can get better. Like say certain people, if you are surrounded by a set of people that's not elevating and uplifting your life, then you need to change your group of friends. You need people who will make you better, make you wiser, make you richer. I know a lot of people will call black girls bougie, but why don't they call like white girls bougie? Why is every black girl who like nice things, like luxury things, considered bougie? We shouldn't be considered bougie. We just like nice things. We like doing things a certain way, and it's okay. You know how a lot of girls are saying soft life, this, soft life, that? Well, you should be getting a soft life, but my advice is to everyone who's, saying soft life, this, soft life, that, don't go broke trying to be um soft. Don't go broke to show off to social media trying to have a soft life. Make sure you really can support that soft life. But yes, life should be peaceful. You should be able to do whatever you want to, go where you want to, shop where you want to, but do it if you're financially able, to do so. So, yes, why do they call black girls bougie that like nice things, but never say that to the other cultures? It's just very weird. So, I love my bougie black girls, continue to be bougie, continue to like nice things, continue to, elevate yourself. We're supposed to elevate. We're not supposed to be on earth to be in the same spot. So you're telling me from 20 years ago I'm supposed to be in the same spot? No, the economy is changing, the earth is changing. You're not supposed to be in the same spot from 20 years ago. That's ridiculous, you know? So that's pretty much what I'm saying. We're supposed to evolve. So, guys, I hope you're having a great Saturday, Sunday morning. We're on here chatting. And let me know what you'd like in the chat, like what you want to talk about. I've talked about plenty different topics today, and it's like really, really interesting. We've touched on so many things because, like I said, so many different people in the chat that we all can relate on every different level. So it is what it is. And guys, you can't trust everyone with your information, with your secrets, because some people will just tell it. You tell them something and they'll tell it. They're going to tell your secrets, or when you guys get into a fight or something, other people will know. So you have to be very careful of who you tell your secrets to. And some people, like me, I don't tell my deep secrets because it's a secret. It's supposed to stay with you. Sometimes you just have to sit and meditate and try to solve your own problem and keep your secrets to yourself. It is what it is, you know? So, yeah, you have to keep your secrets to yourself and just try to elevate yourself. If your goal is to become a bougie black girl or a bougie black guy, go ahead, become bougie, because who wants to stay in the ghetto? Not saying I've ever been in the ghetto, but my father always say that Jamaica is the ghetto. When I say, "Oh, we're not from the ghetto," he'll say, "Oh, Jamaica is the ghetto." But no way, Jamaica is not the ghetto. Where I'm from is so country. It's not the ghetto, but you know, you have to, if you're from the ghetto, if you're from the trenches, excuse me, you're supposed to elevate yourself out of the trenches. Try to make yourself better, you know, try to make yourself better and get yourself up. Whenever you are emulating or copying anyone on social media, make sure it's someone who is, hi, how are you? Your comment was crazy. So make sure that it's someone who's trying to better you, or someone who's trying to show you ways of elevating your life. People who are trying to make you better. So don't ever, when you're older, it's like you don't really want to stay in around people who will bring you down. You need to be around people who will elevate you, you know, evolve you. Like, I love my group of friends because, they're just certain type of people. Well, my close friends. Sorry, it's like I'm coughing now. The friends that I say is my best friend, like, they just have morals and values. They don't do things that are questionable. If they do, I don't know, because you don't truly know everyone. But the people who I say are my true friends, they carry themselves with character. They care about their image. There are people who will just do anything. They do anything and they don't care about their image. They don't care about the consequences of their actions. But as you grow older, you have to care about the consequences of your actions. If you have children, you have to care about how your children perceive you. You know, they have to look up to you. Your kids have to look up to you. You have to do the things that are right for your children. So don't judge people, like I always say. And if you're a bougie black girl, continue to be bougie, because that means you're working hard on yourself and you're getting the things that you like. I never judge people for if they're doing the right thing, working hard and getting things that they want. If you work and say, "Oh, I want to go to the Maldives," and you go to the Maldives, people will say that that person is bougie. It doesn't make sense. Hi guys, thanks for coming back. What do you guys want to chat about? I was responding to some of the chats from before. Like, what did someone ask me? They asked me, would I trust my sisters? And I said, was that you? Oh, Zuni Chin. So you asked, that was you. I have two sisters, right? And I don't really want to talk about my siblings because they'll see this and I don't want to, put her family business out there, you know. But I have two sisters. One I can trust because she won't say anything. The other one is like she'll tell everything. But she doesn't tell everything like that. Like if she gets upset and you guys have an argument, she'll tell everyone your secret, like in front of everyone. So I don't really tell my sisters my secrets. I tell someone who I know will not talk it, which my mom and my best friend, they won't talk my secrets. But my deep secrets, I don't tell anyone, Things I don't want people to know, I don't tell them. I don't. Like, this is me, guys. I will have everything bottled up until, like, I'm ready to talk. I don't really hide my feelings. I communicate. Like, if something bothers me, I'll say it. With anything, with my friendships, my relationship, my parents, anybody. So I did let you guys know that I'm the older girl, right? I am the oldest girl. And I am the child who, like, I would say, um, I have siblings who are responsible. They're responsible, but when you have that child who your parents, they look at you and be like, oh, she's going to be okay. She's going to be okay. Like, I'll call and complain, and it's like, oh, she's fine. I don't know. There's a word for children like me, like the kids who really like don't get in trouble. We go on the right path and things like that. But sometimes they say we're strong, but we do need guidance. We do need help. So that's why I say sometimes I wish I had an older sister, because when you have a parent with more than one child, like maybe six, as my parents, my mom, they have a lot of burden. They have six kids that they need to um they have six kids that they need to tend to. Even as adults, your adults children may have issues too. So if one child need more attention than the next, then you can't really focus on all your kids. Did I have a good life for my childhood? Yeah, I did. I did, but everyone will think differently. They said they have six children, six brothers and sisters, but six different minds. So if you talk to each of us, we each will say something different about our childhood. Me personally, I would say yes, I had a good childhood, but we weren't rich. My parents were young immigrants, so but we had a good childhood. My mom, she always cooked a home cooked meal, so we didn't get any fast food, and they worked. We weren't on any state benefits. We always had on our nice clothes and stuff. So my parents took care of us, but the fact that they had to work two jobs, so that sometimes takes away the parent from the child. So maybe that was an issue, but overall, I think we had a good childhood. I'm very close to my parents. I call them like every second of the day. They probably think I'm annoying. I'm like I would be rated the most annoying child. It is what it is. I don't know why, but I would be rated the most annoying child. Yeah, we didn't get any fast food. I just remember that my mom, she cooked. And okay, so I always talk about my mom and her sisters. They're definitely cookers. And Zunli, is that your name? Zunli. Yeah, you're Jamaican too. So my mom and her sisters can really cook in the kitchen. So my mom was the youngest girl. So, in Jamaica, when your sisters, well, for my mom's family, her sisters, when they had kids, she lived with her parents. So each kid, if her sisters were older and they were working in a different town or in the town, they would send their kids home. So my mom had to help. And I realized that happened in a lot of black families back then, that the grandmothers would take the kids and they would make their younger siblings help take care of their kids. So my mom had to cook and clean for kids before she even had her own kids. So she's been cooking for from a long time before she had kids. So she is like a really good cook, and a lot of her sisters are really good cooks. So she always cooked for us. And you know so the thing about my mom, I guess she was so like, what's the word, programmed to cook. So she didn't teach us how to cook when we were growing up. Like I said, she had three girls, so she didn't teach us how to cook. She just did it. Like well, we did cook. I did cook a little bit, but both my parents could really cook. So I did not learn how to cook until I was pregnant at a younger age. So I would call my mom because I would fiend the things like that I didn't eat, like the things like, I don't know if you guys know tripe and beans. I don't eat those, but I would fiend that. So I would have to talk to her on the phone. And then I learned to cook after I moved out of my house. I know it's crazy to have a mom that could really cook like that. I learned how to cook after I left my parents' house. So, and everyone could cook. It's crazy. All the kids could cook. My parents could cook. Everyone could cook in my family. So, we don't do fast food here either. So I try to cook at least 5 days a week. And then we all did tell my mom that her calling was to be a chef. She missed her calling. Like her calling was to be a chef because when she goes to Jamaica, like say we live in a district, a small community in Jamaica. It's not a popular, it's very small, a small district. So whenever she goes to Jamaica, like she'll cook and she'll invite the community to her house. And my mom, she experiments with like different dishes. It's not just Jamaican dish. She'll add pasta and stuff. I know a lot of the Jamaicans are doing it now, but she's been doing that from the 90s. Oh, girl. Are you a girl or a guy? I'm sorry. You sound like you're a girl. But my favorite dish is callaloo. How can you hate callaloo? I could eat callaloo all week. Callaloo and rice or callaloo and dumpling. My favorite. Why do you hate callaloo? Callaloo is so good for you too. It's like rich with iron. I just love callaloo. And you know what? Callaloo in the can is nasty. You need the fresh callaloo. My dad have a garden in the summer and he plants callaloo. So he will call all his ex, cuz he's retired now. He'll call all his coworkers, and I would give some to my coworkers because it spreads so fast. So he would cut it up. And then I freeze it and try to have some throughout the window throughout the winter because the fresh callaloo tastes so much better than the canned callaloo. And when we go to Jamaica, we always try to bring back stuff like that. But my favorite thing is callaloo. So girl, why don't you like callaloo? Why don't you like callaloo? Callaloo is so good. Mm-mm. Callaloo is like the best. I'm sorry. I don't know how anyone can dislike callaloo. Why do you hate callaloo? Yeah, most Jamaicans are like that. I guess it was instilled in them. Like that was the thing about Jamaica. Jamaica celebration, you know how they have Thanksgiving here? Jamaicans in Jamaica used to celebrate like that every holiday. Every Sunday after church, we would have big dinners, you know? People would cook, come over. It was just a thing. That was just a Jamaican thing. You know, every Sunday you would have people, because I could remember that from I was young. Oh, maybe because you have it in the can, you need to have it fresh. The can one will you'll hate it if you keep eating the can one. You need to eat the natural one. Like go to a farmer's market and get it. The canned one will make you sick of it, but the real, oh my goodness, it's so good. You can eat that with rice, and you don't need meat if you cook up your callaloo good. And it's so, so good for you. You know, it's so good for you. That's my favorite green in Jamaica, callaloo. My favorite. I could eat that all day, every day, you know? If I want to lose weight, I eat callaloo. Like, I just stick to callaloo and don't eat meat, you know, for a period of time. But I love callaloo, but not the one in the can. You have to get the natural callaloo, you know? So, yeah. I can't wait for my dad to plant his garden next summer, and I'll be getting my 2 bags of callaloo. And my kids love callaloo too, so that's a good thing, you know? What's my least favorite food in Jamaica? Oh, I do have a least favorite food. What is it? Let's see. You know, before I had my kids, I didn't like ackee. And then after I got pregnant with my last child is when I started liking ackee. I love ackee, but I can't think of what my least favorite Jamaican food is. Now, that's a good question to ask. What's someone's least favorite food? I don't know what it is. What was so much fun? The big meals. Now, it was it like in Jamaica? You came at 10, right? Just like I did. You know, I met a lot of people. Most of my friends came at like 9 to 10. You know, most of my Jamaican friends that I have. But yeah, it was fun. And then remember the ice cream man used to come every Sunday too after church. Jamaican ice cream is the best ice cream. I don't care what anyone say. The ice cream man, you would come after church. We would get ice cream. You know, those were the memories that I remember as a kid. I feel like every child should be raised how Jamaican kids are raised because they go to school. They're strict. The school system is very good because I remember I came and I did not finish the fourth grade at all. Like I came in, I think, early in the year and I did not get to finish the first grade and I did not test out. And I just went straight to the fifth grade, just straight to the fifth grade. I have not been to Spanish Town because I'm from Manchester, which is far. If I have been to Spanish Town, I don't know. I probably have like in passing, but I don't go to Kingston a lot when I go to Jamaica. I'm normally the North Coast, Ocharias, or where in Manchester. I don't know what coast is that, but where I'm from. I don't know if it's the South Coast or but I know probably the South Coast. It's cold there. But I don't go I have not been to Spanish Town. No, not like that. I don't know anyone there. Um, Callaloo is so good, guys. You have to eat it fresh. Forget the canned food. It's not the same. Trust me, when my dad gives it out for free, I'm like, Daddy, are you crazy? You need to just sell it. But he'll call everyone and give them about 2 to 3, cut it up and give everybody 2 to 3 bags of callaloo. I'm the first one there because I need that. Oh my God. I love dumpling and ackee and saltfish. My favorite too. I like it. But I'm just trying to think of my least favorite Jamaican dish. And I can't think of it now, but I'm sure I'll find it. I can't think of my least favorite dish. I can't think of it. I cannot think of my least favorite dish. Hi Xavier, how are you? I cannot think of my least favorite dish in Jamaica. I'm trying to think what I dislike in Jamaica. Hmm, I can't think of it, but I know I don't eat everything. I told you I don't eat curry goat anymore because of the goat. So I don't eat that anymore, but it wasn't my least favorite dish. I don't know. I'll think of it. But Jamaicans can really cook and the foods are really good. um Trying to think. I cannot think of anything, but I know I have a least favorite dish in Jamaica. I know I do. Cuz I don't eat everything, you know. Do you eat things like cow foot? They have that. I know I don't eat that. Cow foot. That sound. Have a great night, Xavier. It is late. So try to get some rest. Try to get some rest. I'll try to go on earlier tomorrow, guys. You know, I'm free. When you're free for the rest of the year, you don't have to worry about nothing. That's me. Nothing. Just chat. You know, just these children. These children. But I cannot think of my least favorite food. Oh my goodness, it's stomping me. That means I love every food in Jamaica. I love every single food. Not really. Corned beef. I don't really like it that much anymore. Do you like corned beef? I don't like corned beef that much anymore. Mm-mm. Not that much anymore. So, guys, what else do you want to chat about? We've been talking all night. I love Guinness, but not my favorite. I don't know why you guys like Guinness so much. My favorite food is the apple. The Jamaican apple. It's so, so good. See, we like the Jamaican apple. We had a big apple tree. We had a big apple tree, and then the hurricane took it down. It took the apple tree down. The tree was so, so big, but no, it's no more. They have to restart the apple tree. But the apple is my favorite Jamaican fruit. The Jamaican apple. I love it. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Do you know that they have that apple, I think in Guyana, because I think not 2024, but 2023, I went to Jamaica and I went to the resort. And then someone bought in the apple for me, and I was eating the apple. We had a bag of apples. Someone bought in a bag of apple, and we happened to be outside by the pool. And this couple, they're like, "Oh, where did you get those apple from?" And then they're like, "Oh, we're from Guyana. Where did we love it? It's our favorite." And I'm like, "I didn't know they had the apples in Guyana." And of course, I had to give the couple an apple because, they wanted the apple. They wanted the apple. A lot of the islands have similar foods and similar fruits and stuff like that. It's just so funny. You only ate the Jamaican apple one time? How often do you go to Jamaica? It's really hard finding the Jamaican apple. You have to go to Jamaica a certain time of the year to find it because most of the time it's not there. I forgot, like, if you go late August, you're not gonna find that apple. Um, but let's see. I can't. When did we go? I think it was in August, and we could not find the apple. They had to search far and wide for that apple. Oh my God, the Jamaican apple is so, so good. It doesn't taste the same like anything here. I haven't had an apple that tastes like the Jamaican apple. But the Jamaican apple is good. Guinea is like, it's good too, but I don't understand the hype for Guinea. But it's good. I like soursop because it's sweet. I like it. I love soursop. And sorry, I don't know why I'm coughing. I love soursop. And I love what else? You're just making me wish I was in Jamaica talking about Jamaican food. I just wish I was in Jamaica. You know, my goodness. Mm, they just have some good food there. They have good food, good food, you know? You guys can tell I'm a foodie, right? I just love to eat Jamaican food. I'm not really a foodie. I know foodies like to eat a lot of different things. Sorry. Give me a second to grab a water. Oh my God, the twist dumpling is so good. And they cook it. Godspeed, you need to go to Jamaica. Like, you seem like you love Jamaican people. So you need to get yourself down to Jamaica. You need to get yourself down to Jamaica, okay? Yes, the dumplings. You can have it with curry chicken too. It's so good. Oh my goodness. My mom can cook and my sister-in-law, oh my God, she's a chef. Sometimes we take her with us and she'll get up and just cook every day. She cook all the good Jamaican foods. My mom, she cooks too, but imagine having both of them on a trip with you. It's like you're at a resort because every day you have food. They just love to cook. Godspeed. What's happening in Buffalo? Like, come on. You know me, I'm Jamaican. What is happening in Buffalo, New York? There's no Jamaicans there? Buffalo is filled with Jamaican. Godspeed is not Jamaican. Godspeed, you're not you. There's a lot of Jamaicans in Buffalo because Buffalo, New York, is close to Niagara Falls. There's a lot of Jamaican food in Buffalo. I will have to research this because you're in New York and Jamaicans are all over New York. We're all over New York. We're all over New York. New York is the Jamaican capital. They're the Jamaican capital. The Jamaican capital in the US. You must be Jamaican because you do have. There's a restaurant. We will find you a restaurant that you can go to, and I need you to go in there and have some Jamaican food and rate the food for us and let us know. Rate the food. I know they have some because Zuclin, what part of Canada are you in? Are you in Canada or who was in Canada? So Zuni Lee, you live in okay, what part of New York do you go to, Zuni Lee? Excuse me. What part of New York do you go to? What part of New York? Who's Yardy? Are you the Yardy? Jamaican, Buffalo, New York is filled with Jamaicans. It's at the borderline of Canada. And you know isn't Toronto close to Buffalo, New York? Godspeed, there's a lot of Jamaicans there. Come on now. You're messing with us. You're really messing with us. There's a lot of Jamaicans in Buffalo, New York. I have to, well, I've never wanted to visit Buffalo. So they're not happy to be. Where do you live, Zunli? See? There's a lot of Jamaicans in Buffalo. I'm sure if I come to Buffalo, I'll find a Jamaican restaurant right away. Oh, Indiana. Indiana. How often do you go back to Jamaica? Oh, your aunt lives in New York. Yeah, New York is like my second home. I've never lived there, but I go there. Ugh, I go there often. But I have not. Buffalo, one time I drove to Canada. So I drove through Buffalo, New York, because I drove through upstate. I drove 8 hours away. Is Indiana cold? Let's see. Oh, you're 5 minutes from the Peace Bridge. You know what? I thought Buffalo, New York was mostly, I didn't think Buffalo was the city. Like so many buildings, I'm looking up Buffalo because I have my laptop next to me now so that I can have the right information. So Buffalo looks like the city. You know what I thought Buffalo was? Like a town, like not so many buildings, like houses, like brick houses. Buffalo looks very nice. Buffalo, New York. So you've been to Hawaii? I think Hawaii is too far. I may go. You were in your mother's belly. You're so funny. It's Oh my God. Your parents went, but you were in your belly. You're really funny. Where are you right now? Yeah, I Buffalo look nice, but I next year I think we will be visiting Niagara Falls because I really want to go there. Like it's like on my bucket list, so we may go there next year. But I can't bother. You know where I can't drive too far anymore. The long driving is just not for me, and we wouldn't fly there. We would drive, but we'll see. We'll see because we have to we'll see. We'll see. Oh, so you're 30 minutes from Niagara Falls. Okay. Yeah, Buffalo looked nice. Maybe I was getting Buffalo and Syracuse mixed up. You were in the belly. So what do they eat in Buffalo? Because you don't know Jamaican food. Oh, you're really? I always, I like the Indiana Pacers, Reggie Miller. That they were my team back then. I have never been to Niagara Falls either. Mm-mm. But I drove by it because I drove to Canada before 8 hours. Oh my God. I love buffalo wings. So the buffalo wings is due to Buffalo, New York? That's what I'm reading though. Buffalo wings, beef on weck. Beef on weck. What is beef on weck? Oh, like it looks like beef patty. Oh, beef on weck. It looks like a burger. Oh, a black woman. Well, she must have made it big because those wings are like the best wings ever. I love making buffalo wings. They did? I'm sure they did. You know? Because look, it's so popular all over the US. Buffalo wings are my, like, they're very good, but I just, you know, I like it mild, not too spicy. Okay. As Godspeed, most of the US is like that. Italian soul food. What about Chinese? Have you ever been to Indiana? Godspeed. I think she was asking. Oh, who knows? Maybe we'll come to Buffalo, but it's not a part of my bucket list. I'm sorry. Zuni, Zunli. No, Godspeed, do you guys eat buffalo? They eat buffalo wings. That's what I'm reading, that they're good for buff. Oh, the beef whack is probably, it doesn't say it's buffalo, it's just beef. Oh my God, this is funny. That's interesting. So you guys only eat buffalo. Wow, I'm learning things new every day, like every day. So the other day I was online with someone from Algeria and I did not know that. I knew Algeria was in Africa, but when I looked up the people in Algeria, they were like white Africans. That was interesting to me too. So, Buffalo takes the cake. I don't know if Buffalo is somewhere I would want to visit. Yeah, there's a lot of Arabs in Algeria. I'm like, that was a shocker to me. But I learn things every day. I learn new things every day. So you guys eat buffalo meat in New York, Buffalo, New York. You know that never crossed my mind. But the buffalo wings is very. Are you serious? Speed. I have never heard that. Have you been down south? Have you been down south and to Texas? I definitely have to see. Have you been down south or Texas? Really? I don't think I've had buffalo meat. I don't think I've had buffalo meat. Mm-mm. I've never had buffalo or bison or nope. Just regular cow. Just regular cow. Oh, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Hmm. We'll see. I'll have to come try buffalo food. I'll have to come try it since you're saying the food is as good as the South. We'll see about that. I believe you. That's what I'm saying. Are you kidding? You are too much. Ooh, I'm sure they eat buffalo meat here. Because I didn't see anything about people in Buffalo eating buffalo meat. They said buffalo wings and beef whack. What have you? No, albino African. No, they were Arabs. They look white. But he said they're not white. So the person who I was speaking with said they're not white. It has WEC on Google, WECK, not deck. Zunichin, you're fun. You know, buffalo and bisons. This is too much. This is too much. Is your mascot a buffalo? Like the Buffalo Bills? Oh, so now you're saying they interesting. I'll have to research. Not something I would eat, but oh my. You know they eat a lot of that here too. They eat a lot of that here too. Mm, not me. I'm very picky with my eating. Very picky. I've never had buffalo and never will. Sorry, guys. I don't think I could eat buffalo. But you know, with me, beef is very hard to digest. So it's like I don't try different types of beef. So it's just it's the city. It's the city. So the buff I looked it up. It looked mostly like city. We have beers here too in Connecticut. Beers and deers. We have the big black bears. We have them in our backyard. I have to post a video. It's like they walk through a neighborhood like they live in the neighborhood. They walk like they live and own the neighborhood. They actually will and walk up. You know what's crazy about these animals? They're getting smarter and smarter every day. So I went to the gas station one time and I went late. And then I saw a raccoon coming out. You know that they had a secluded those trash thing that they have at the gas station. He was coming out of there with a small bag, guys. A raccoon. A raccoon. I've never seen that in my life. Should have recorded it, but they had a little trash bag in their hand. That means the raccoon is a smart animal. Yeah, we see deers. Like my backyard have a lot of woods in the backyard, so we see deers and we see bears. My state in Connecticut is just good for that. At one point, they had the bears going into the city. Like, they didn't care if it was in the woods. They were just in the cities walking, taking out the um the food bags out of the garbage. It was going crazy at one point. We were just seeing deers. I mean, bears everywhere. Like, you know? That's the thing about Jamaica. You don't see these big animals that could harm you, you know? They're not there. They're not there at all. They're not there. Yeah. I mean, yeah, New York City is just Manhattan. New York City. Is it just Manhattan? I'm sorry for misspeaking. Oh, so Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx, Staten Island. So I know I've been to all those: Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx, Staten Island. Ooh, I'll be in Staten Island soon. I'm I think they have to marinate it, correct? Because it's kind of like beef. Marinate. Yeah. Marinate. So you have beers in Indiana? What is the food that Indiana is good for? What part of Indiana do you live in? Is there a lot of Jamaicans in Indiana? That's like when you marinate oxtail. That's what she was asking, yeah. Mm-mm. Sugar cream pie for Indiana. Pretty much burgers and sandwiches. You guys are talking about food that this girl don't eat. I don't eat that. Don't eat it. Mm-mm, I don't eat those food, guys. And we seem like we're country girls, right? We're country. Country. We're country girls. I could not do the city life. The city life is just too busy, you know? Well, I did live in the city when I was in college, but I mean, when you have no kids or anything, that's the perfect life. I think young people should live in the city because, everything is at their. Zunli, when did you said what age did you come? Yeah, I saw a bull too. I saw a bull. We had a farm in the back of our yard, and so there were a lot of cows and bulls and all that. Yeah, I love the country, but I love the city. Like going to the city, I'll go to visit. I'm a country girl, but I love like going to the city, but I love to come back home to the country, to the quiet. So, I had coffee, guys. That's why I'm up this late. I said I'm free. I'm free, free, free. But, I have to, tomorrow we'll chat maybe, but I have to get off. So I will try to do it where we can chat if you guys want to come on the live with me, maybe we can all talk together. Um, so that it will be different, everyone talking. I saw a bull in Jamaica too, but it will be everyone talking, but a girl is getting very sleepy, so the west side. What do you eat in Indiana? You guys probably will be bored of Connecticut. Like, what is in Connecticut? What is in Connecticut? What's in Connecticut? Like, really? What's in Connecticut? Yale. Yale is here. That's about it. Yale University. Really? Yeah, we're right next to New York. So that's why when people say New York is like, okay, New York. Yeah. Excuse me, New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, the New England. Connecticut is New York? No, New York is not. It's just tri-state area. Okay. I got it. Yes, Pennsylvania. How can we forget? How can we forget? You know? Pennsylvania, pretty much. We do. We do, but we act totally different. Not really. I would say some New Yorkers act the same like Connecticut people, but some parts of New York just have different accents. Like in Brooklyn, it's so different than the Bronx. It's just really weird. But in Connecticut, we all sound the same. So we don't really have a distinguished accent. But in New York, you can tell the different boroughs. It's just really crazy to me. But guys, it was nice chatting. I have to get to bed. I'm so tired. But thank you so much for chatting, Herberty. Herbal tea. Yes, you see, every time I get a chat, we did make herbal tea, but it was nice chatting. We shall chat again maybe tomorrow. Like I said, I'll have free time now. So, yes, we did have herbal tea. I still drink herbal tea. I had what did I have the other day? I had moringa. So now I'm drinking moringa, but I don't like to drink it too much because it makes you lose weight, but I will have to use it after the holidays. Drink moringa tea because I need to lose about 10 pounds before the summertime. But moringa tea, I cannot drink Cersei tea because it's too strong for me. What else? Sour sop tea I'll drink sometimes if I need to relax and go to sleep. What else? If I'm sick or my kids are sick, I will use fever grass. I don't know if you know those. If we're sick, I use fever grass. Moringa, I just drink for, it has a lot of health benefits. Cersei, I will not drink, but I guess it's a detox to your blood. So I don't drink that tea because it's too strong for me. Like it, one time I had it and, I felt so lightheaded after. Like it just took me out. I had to hold on to my wall because I just felt like I was gonna be passed out. But my sister-in-law, who's good with herbs, she used to own a herb store in Jamaica before she migrated here. She told me that when you make any herbal tea like that, you have to use like a teaspoon because normally we don't measure it, but she said I had to measure it before. And so that was the problem. I didn't measure it and I drank it and that it took me up, but it's very good for you. And then what's another tea? So those are the main teas that I drink. I don't really try to mess with too much herbal teas because they're very strong and I don't want it to really impact my body in like a bad way. So those are the ones I drink. Moringa, Cersei, fever grass, what else? And soursop. And there's another tea that my mom gave me. What was the other tea? Is it dove leaf? Dove leaf. It's for like if you have blood sugar. So that's why I'm telling you guys my health. But a lot of black people will have blood sugar issues. So that's why I walk a lot because I cannot if I gain weight then that will be a problem for me. So I have to drink, I think it's dove leaf. I can't remember. So I drink that tea just to regulate that and yeah, yeah, it's crazy how much like my mom and my sister-in-law, they know a lot and they drink a lot. Like my sister-in-law, she had like something came up like her sugar was high and she just drank all these teas like dove leaf and stuff. She told me to drink moringa and it all went away. She went back to the doctor and went away. And also my mom is good at that. My parents, my mom and dad. You're not missing anything, hon. And I have never been to Indiana, but you're not missing anything up here, you know? You're not missing anything. I've visited other states. Maine, yeah, they're small, but you're not missing anything. Anywho, see, I'm still chatting, guys. Have a great night. It was great chatting to you guys. I have to sleep. See, my eyes are like closing, but I have to go to bed. Um, Neme. Is it Neme? I heard about Neme. You mean Cersei is very bitter. Cersei is bitter. Yeah, Cersei is bitter, but I will talk to you tomorrow. Zunli, hopefully you can come on to my live. I will probably come on a bit earlier, not this late. This is just a once in a while thing for me being on this late on live, okay? This is just a once in a while. The time is very late tonight, but Hopefully I can get on tomorrow. I don't know what time, but I'll probably, do you guys see when I type in my community when I say I'm going on live? So I'll probably update in my community the time because I know for live, they, um, I know for live. Thank you so much. I try my best. You know, I try to be on for my lives. I will try to make them a little bit shorter. You know, I'll make them shorter. I won't be, this is just a one off where it's so long, but I'll try to make them a bit shorter. And my videos, I'll try to work on them more. I do try my best, and thank you so much. Um, but guys, have a great night. It was great chatting with you guys, and I loved everything I learned. And, you guys, thanks for schooling me and thanks for talking with me. And I'll see you guys again next time, What's Nema? So we'll chat again, Zoonly, okay? Have a great night. Bye, guys.